read on Twitter, and I follow RG3, who is a favorite on the show. He counseled the players to strike over this issue. And as somebody who lost all his hair in the 2011 lockout, obviously I'm not the one involved. I'm not a running back in the NFL. I am, as you know, caping quite a bit for the running backs here. They deserve to be paid in the manner on a scale for sure compared to wide receivers. Come on. That's what I feel. Now, striking over the issue, first of all, getting all the players together to say we're going to forego paychecks and we're going to go forego a season just so the running backs like Saquon Barkley can get paid $16 million instead of $10 million is 100%. No. 1,000,000% the worst thing you could say to a football fan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so there's no football because you're striking over the fact that a running back has to make $16 million over 10? And again, they're fighting within their system for what's right, and what is right is for Saquon to be paid and Josh Jacobs to be paid. But striking over the issue, I could not have disagreed with Robert more, and happy to have him on to talk about it when he's free next. I'll hit him up. But I also saw something that Dominique Foxworth said, and he said something that Michael Robinson, I'll give him credit, even though I don't know if he said it yet publicly, so I'm sorry if I'm saying something that you haven't said yet publicly, Mike Robb, but I'll give you credit. I hadn't thought of this. He told this to me when I was at the NFL Summit with my colleagues the other day. There's something in the NFL called performance-based pay, a performance-based pay program. Do you know what that is?
I do not.
It is something that was collectively bargained in 2002.
Oh.
And has been passed down through, according to the NFL, 3 subsequent collective bargaining agreements. It is for players who on the field have gone beyond, based on their on-field performance, beyond what their draft round that they were picked in and contract that they're on pays them. Believe I would go through how you decide which players are on this program, get to be eligible for extra money in this program.
I would hope Brock Purdy last year.
He's not in the top 25.
Really?
I honestly, I've read the paragraph that describes the index, but all I know is this is why collective bargaining agreements take forever to hammer out. That somebody would sit down from the league and the Players Association and figure out the formula by which these players are eligible to be paid and get paid. Yeah. I've read this paragraph 10 times and I still don't understand it. Just trust me that it, again, is for players and used as a supplemental form of player compensation based on a comparison of playing time to salary. Okay. And it's not part of the salary cap. It's extra. And would you guess how much money was paid out to players in performance-based pay for their performance during the 2022 season when this was announced in the middle of March, the new league year, the 17th of March in 2023? That's the press release I have. You want to guess? You got any music for this, Mike? You get some music right here?
Hold on.
We'll give you some music, and then we'll get to Mark Ingram.
My guess is it's
again,
either,
it's always Price is Right rules. Closest without going over.
My guess is it's barely anything or a lot.
So go for it.
I'm gonna say $17 million.
$17 million. DJ Mikey D is in D's nuts.
$1 million.
$1 million. And now the guy who usually wins these games because he's the only one on the set who's been on the Price. Would you care to go?
Because I've never heard of this, I'm going to imagine that it can't be that much.
Okay.
I'm kind of because Mike said $1 million, I'm going to go $10,000.
$10,000. Okay. The closest without going over is, you can turn down the music, You, Chris Brockman, how much did you say?
$17 million.
The amount of money that was paid out, according to the National Football League, in performance-based pay for their performance during the 2022 season is $336 million.
Whoa. How have we never heard that before?
Say what now? Say what?
I mean,
Marcus Epps, the safety out of Wyoming from Philadelphia, who was drafted in the 6th round of the 2019 draft, earned the most under this program, $880,384, almost doubled his salary.
What?
Yep.
I mean, obviously, I knew it wasn't 10,000. But
I
I'm saying
mean, we
I
were
would.
joking.
And here's the
Me
crazy
too.
thing.
So
Here's
was
the
I, but I
crazy
mean,
thing.
That's nuts.
I will read out the positions of the top 10 players who were paid. Safety, guard, center, guard, safety, guard, corner, tackle, corner. Donovan Peoples-Jones, with all due respect to the positions I just named, was the first skilled position player. Wide receiver, he was the 11th best paid player in this system, $717,642 extra on top. Why are there no running backs on this list in the top 25? That's how you make it up. Again, Dominique Foxworth said this. I heard it from Michael Robinson the first time. Have a special performance-based play for running backs. It's outside of the salary cap. Make it up to these guys. It's already in. You're paying into the program, and it's split up amongst other places.
$300 million.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, did you know about that before?
I had heard about this, but I didn't think about applying this to fix a running back situation. But Mike Robb, himself, he's the one who mentioned it to me for the first time, and then on Twitter today I saw that.
I think
from
Dominique
Foxworth.
had said it on his podcast.
Okay, and so I'm like, let's figure. Honestly, I could read you out loud the index description and how they figure out who's eligible, how they pay them, and how much. I don't understand it. So there's a lot of smarter people than all of us put together who can figure this out for running backs. Do it, but don't strike, please.
Yeah,
this is more of an answer than withholding services. And I understand they're upset. That's how Saquon goes from man of the year to a-hole, teammate of the year, which he doesn't want to be. Could you imagine that's how this is affecting him? And I don't blame him. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.